Mike, Howard, and Glenn back here on BTN Live. It's time for the ArcelorMittal Power Rankings. 5 through 1.
Can I start?
You get to go first, my
Promise.
friend. Do it.
Well, number 5 for me this week is going to be the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Wait a minute, Mace. Don't say anything. Don't get too excited.
I didn't say a word.
Yeah, I think you got a chance to see what
I was thinking.
Their future is going to be pretty bright with the two young quarterbacks that were, I should say, Armstrong, the young quarterback, and Kellogg stepping in. Really did a good job of throwing the football down the field, and that's going to be my number 5 team of the week.
Because of their offense.
Yeah, because
How
of
about
their
their
offense. Hey, that's another story, Mace.
All right.
We don't have a lot of time.
My number 5, the Minnesota Golden Gophers.
How about that?
How about that?
Ooh.
Breaking in first time for me. They're 4-0. They're running the
Wow.
ball 280-plus yards a game. They're not turning the ball over. And they have a chance against Iowa this week. Real good chance because Iowa's coming to TCF Bank Stadium and Kirk Ferentz can't find a way to win there.
I can't wait to see who the rest of your top 5 is, because that means 1 or 2 teams are being left out.
Well, they didn't get left out. It's their fault.
They
They're not
walked
in.
their way out.
That's
They
right.
chose not to be in.
Number 4 for me is Michigan. After 2 ugly wins.
Fallen.
Yeah, they've fallen fast. Some might
Well-
say like a lead balloon, but I got Michigan in this spot.
Well, we're thinking alike, kind of alike, because number 4, I got Michigan State.
It's not at all like they're different teams,
That's
actually.
close.
They're different
I mean, it's
teams.
the same
Very
state, a different color, but I got Michigan State in there for one reason. Their defense. I don't like their offense, but if their offense just gets a little bit better, watch out. Michigan State.
You know, I out of my number 3 team, Northwestern, I think they still defensively giving up a lot of yards, but always find a way to come up with a turnover at a critical point in the game. Really leads them offensively. They haven't been looking as great as they have in previous weeks, but I still like them because they're all around. So my number 3 team this week is Northwestern.
Northwestern Wildcats at number 3 for me, 2.
Really?
They're rolling along undefeated. And, you know, when they get Venrick Mark back with those fresh legs, I agree, their defense living a lie right now, except they get turnovers.
Get those turnovers. That's big. How about
Number
the Badgers?
2.
How about the Badgers in number 2? Wisconsin Badgers. They're defensively playing well, coming off a tough loss. Offensively, really have continued to do what they need to, running the football, really dominating the line of scrimmage and playing well on both sides of the football. I do have a question, though,
Okay.
about the quarterback position. I need to continue to see more growth there.
Glenn?
Well, I like Wisconsin number 2 also. I really like Wisconsin. I mean, I really like them. Their offense running the ball and their defense. To me, they're still undefeated. The refs stole a game from them. And if they weren't playing their next game away from home in the shoe, they might be
Really?
number 1. So I'm looking ahead.
Really? Looking ahead. Well, if we look ahead, this week for me, it's the Buckeyes. Ohio State's
No
clearly.
surprise there.
No surprise. I mean, they continue to play at a high level. Backup quarterback Kenny Guyton stepped in and had a career day, as I would like to call it. Still don't have Braxton Miller back yet. Maybe be able to have him this weekend. That's going to be an interesting game.
I like the Buckeyes also for some of the reasons you already mentioned. And, you know, as time goes, they're getting more full strength. Carlos Hyde's back. Roby's been back. Braxton Miller's getting healthier. That defense is young, inexperienced, but they're getting better. Buckeyes.
The only possible thing that I think might upset people is Wisconsin with a loss at number 2 above other teams with multiple losses, but that can obviously easily be explained because it wasn't really a loss, even though it
Why
was.
don't you explain it then, Mike, since you know what we're thinking?
Because
Best
they
friend.
got hosed, Tommy.
Okay.
They got hosed.
Okay.
Right?
They
I'm
got
assuming
hosed.
both
I
of
mean,
you
they
said
did.
that loss
I mean,
isn't
come
as
on.
dramatic
How
because
would you explain it?
absolutely. That's why I'm pointing out. I'm with you on this one.
Well, with one exception.
You didn't have
We're
Michigan in there.
assuming they would have made the field goal.
If you have a problem with either of their top 5s, let us know. Hashtag BTN Live.
Yeah,
If you
go
thought
ahead.
if you
Tell
thought
us.
it was interesting that Michigan didn't make your top 5
I know
this
that.
week.
I just say, hey,
Or maybe they just think we're idiots.
I
and don't know
stood
what
here
we're
and
doing.
defended them last week because of their effort at Akron, and I guaranteed they would bounce back against UConn.
They
And,
did bounce back.
well, they did not.
They won the
You're
game.
wrong. They won the game, but they didn't bounce back.